Also in Southern Illinois, a legend is set to take over downtown Murfreesboro this weekend. The Big Muddy Monster Festival returning Saturday with activities spread across the entire city. From a downtown shop hop and food vendors to guest speakers and a documentary screening, the annual event includes plenty of chances to celebrate one of the region's most famous cryptids. And organizers say the festival continues to grow each year. This year's event includes roughly 20 vendors, food trucks, activities for kids, and a community-wide celebration centered around Murfreesboro's legendary Big Muddy Monster.
People actually travel from all over the world for this, which shocks me is, how did you find Murfreesboro? But the cryptid community is pretty big. It's a full day of fun, even if you're not into the Big Muddy Monster or whatever. There's something going on downtown for everyone.
New this year, organizers will unveil a plaque at the Big Muddy Monster statue. Visitors can also catch cryptid presentations at the Liberty Theater and the screening of a documentary exploring another chapter in Southern Illinois monster lore. And for younger visitors, the Big Muddy Monster himself is going to make an appearance at one downtown shop where kids can try their luck arm wrestling for the creature for a custom trophy.